gives me anxiety.
And I go in with everything I do.
Terry Pendleton in position, and the action is about to start.
Number 9, Terry Pendleton.
Ball!
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
Here comes the 0-1. This is the target. Gravity wins again. Swings and makes good contact. It's a leadoff single, and they get a base runner here in the first. We see Ozzie Albies now, voted as the teammate most likely to start a career in stand-up comedy. He's known to do impressions on the team bus. And now 2 away. Corey Seager up now with the bases empty thanks to some defensive teamwork. This card features a rating of 90. Lindor handles out number 3. A fast inning. Nolan McLean on the rubber to start for the visitors. It's going to be critical to get your timing down quickly. Once you establish that, anything is possible. I believe in you. Lindor up to bat next and lays off for a ball. Ground ball to second. Albies. One gone now. In the box now, it's Willie Castro.
Willie Castro.
This one smashed down the right field line. And it's a foul ball. Oh, 2 is the count. A bottom feeder, sort of like a catfish. And we'll do it again. Here comes a 1-2. Swing and a line drive ripped to right center field. That's a base hit and a good look for the World Baseball Classic collection. And they pick up their second hit of the inning. Fernando Tatis Jr. in the box with a runner on first. Runner on the go.
That missed. That's a ball.
Caught on a rundown. Alien have a runner in scoring position. That's hard hit on the line. Castro tagging up. And he won't go for third. Stays put at second with 2 away. Here's Bryce Harper settling in. Starts with the ball. Runner at second with 2 gone. Misses the zone. Zips a fastball, but off target. Oh, that ball is demolished. Bryce blasts it out of here. It's gone. You see? Aren't you glad you found a way to get this card in your lineup? Caminero comes to the plate with a lead thanks to Bryce Harper. Stays with it, but foul. McLean ready indeed. That's smacked on the line to center. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. So they played 2 runs in the inning. This is a 2-run game. Back here in Houston, Trevor Story gets us going in this frame. Fast play, but a slow dance. Gets the bat to it, but foul. The heater misses for a ball. Ground ball hit to Lindor. Story grounds out. Brandon Lau digs in for the first time, looking for a good read on the starter. Bites it off. Here comes a pitch. Swings and hits it down the line for a base hit. This could be extras. Around first, hustling for two. And he'll reach second with one away. The batter now, Willie Castro. Opens with a strike. The World Baseball Classic member collects the strikeout. Digging in, Carson Bench. Now you see it, now you don't. Throwing bubbles for strikes. Swings and it's ripped up the middle. That's a base hit. Lau headed for the plate. And he touches home. And they trail by one. William Contreras next to hit after the RBI single. Great jump. There goes the runner. Can't secure it. Around second, headed for third. The throw to third from the outfield. And it's not in time. Max Clark shuffles to the plate. Hit hard to second. Underhands it. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Top half of the second is complete. And just Nolan Arenado leads off, playing from ahead. Hard ground ball to short. Gets it to first. And one away in the second as they get the leadoff hitter. Swings at pitch number one and drives it deep. Really deep. This ball is on its way out of here. Wasted absolutely no time in the at-bat, swinging at the first pitch. You can't draw it up any better. Will Smith comes to the plate now following the solo home run. Smith ready. Starts with a pair of sinkers. Smith hammers one foul. Here's the pitch. Started to swing. It's a ball. They rule it wasn't a swing. Will waits. Ripped on a line. And there's a hit. And with that hit, they're up to 4 in the inning. Next to the plate, Pete Crow Armstrong. Changeup misses for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. Smith, a runner at first with 1 out. In the air, out to left center. Castro glamping under it. Takes it in for the out. Now the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Snags the line drive. Well, that's not fair. We'll be right back. Welcome back. It's a 2-run game. Terry Pendleton, the first to hit this inning. He led the game off with a single. He's now 1 for 1. Hit on the ground up the middle. Mishandled. And he's going to make it to first. We'll see how they score it. Ozzie Albies steps to the plate. Fly ball left field. Schwarber under it. Brings it in. Now at the plate, Corey Seager. 0 for 1, looking to change that here. Went with the curve.
That's the ball.
His preferred pitch to open an at-bat. Lined, but caught for the out. Nice. Throws one in the dirt. To second, but way too late. Safe there. Pendleton moves up following the miscue. Hits it hard to third. Puts the tag on, and that's the inning. Willie Castro leads off, leading by 2. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Can't connect with the fastball that missed the zone. It's the sweeper that misses. One, two, the pitch. Strikeout number 1 in the books.
Now batting for the
Here's Fernando Tatis Jr.
Fernando Tatis Jr.
Delivers a sinker. Been his primary pitch. Two straight set down to begin the bottom of the third. Bryce Harper up now. Be honest. Did you run around the living room when you homered with this card last time? I mean, that's my move at least. Fastball out of the zone. Tough pitch to hit. Goes back to the sinker.
That's the ball.
Swings. Puts it on the ground to second. Albies over to first.
He's out.
That's the third out. McClain wraps it up without allowing any runs to score. Back here in Houston, ranked seasons baseball. Brandon Lau ready to roll. First pitch is a strike, and that's been the norm today. That was a magic trick. Swung on and lifted to left. To the warning track. It stays in the park, and the catch is made. Next to the plate in this 9-inning game, Willie Castro. Struck out last time. It was the changeup that got him. Catches a piece. Willie waits. The count is 0-2. Keeps battling. The pitch to Castro. Fly ball to right. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And 2 gone. A Tops Now series member steps in the box. Carson Bench. Cutter gets the swing and miss. Swung on and connects. That's a knock as they get a runner on base. William Contreras steps in the box with his P3 status. Runner on the move. Fouls that off. Fastballs. Runner at first with 2 away. Hit hard, and that gets through. And the lead runner stops at second. Max Clark up now with 2 runners on base. Late with the swing there. Double steal. This could be big. Swung on and lifted to second. Castro camping under it. Brings it in for the third out. And they found ways to get on base that inning, but come away with nothing. Junior Caminera leads us off. He's 0 for 1 so far today. spoils it. The wind and the pitch. Swings and makes good contact. It's a leadoff single, and they get a base runner here in the fourth.
Now batting for the
Nolan Arenado rolls to the plate
Nolan Arenado.
and hooks that foul. Caminero gets a lead at first, nobody out. Swung on and lifted to left center. Castro sprinting towards it, and it's caught for the out. Kyle Schwarber is the batter now. First pitch misses. 1-1 the count. Runner at first with one gone. Anticipated that location perfectly. Fantastic eye. A strikeout for the World Baseball Classic member.
Now batting for
The World Series hero himself, Will Smith, up now. Hit him.
That hit him. Batter, take your base.
The hit batter puts runners at first and second. So now at the plate with a runner in scoring position, Pete Crow Armstrong. One at bat so far, he flew out. That's a ball. Went with the changeup. Pitcher with the advantage now at 1-2. Strike three and strikeout number 3. Terry Pendleton bats first this inning. Hard ground ball to second. Throw to first. And the leadoff hitter set down in their half of the fifth. Albee in the box for the third time today as he takes that one off the plate. That's a foul ball. The 1-2. Stays alive on the curveball. The 1-2 once again. Swing and a liner to right. This one looks like trouble. Albies around first. And that's a double. Corey Seager steps up with a chance to score the runner from second. Hits it foul. Seager waits. Seager fights it off. Runner at second with one away. Curveball off the plate. Puts it on the ground to second. Castro handles it. Safe at first. And the runner is at the corners after the infield single. Trevor Story at the dish with runners at the corners. Snagged for the out. Great catch on the line drive. Next up here in the fifth inning, Brandon. Toss that in the air fryer. Goes back to the sinker. Strike two, and he might try that pitch one more time. Stays alive. Another 1-2. Keeps swinging with 2 strikes. Fastballs. 2 down with runners at the corner. 2-2 is the count now. Swing. It's a ground ball to short. Lindor on to first. Top half of the fifth is complete. Hang tight. More Diamond Dynasty. Francisco Lindor ready to start this inning. Stays with it. Foul. McClain delivers. Puts it on the ground, and it's foul. Righty sets, kicks, fires. On to first. One away on a drop third strike. And now, Willie Castro. Starts the at-bat with a strike. So
No, that's low.
close.
Ball.
That pitch was a trap. One ball
Hey.
and 2 strikes, the count. Keeps the plate appearance going. Fly ball, right field. Bench under this one. Squeezes it, 2 gone. Fernando Tatis Jr. steps in the box. Still looking for a hit today, but potentially just saving some magic for this AB. That was close. Read that pitch like a pro. Here comes a pitch. Fly ball left center. Clark drifts under it. Brings it in. Third out, and the inning is over. We've played 5, and it's still a 2-run game.
Gotta re-up the deal. We got the mass appeal. Whole lot of facts on facts on facts on facts on facts for real.
Good to have you with us here at Daikin Park. Hyunjin Ryu takes them out here in the 6th, and one reason why he's still in the game, the low pitch count. He steps off to reset. The Aliens dip into their bullpen and hand the ball to Adam Ottavino. This card is straight out of the World Baseball Classic. Sent foul. Willing, and able. 1-1 now.
Ball.
Arenado waiting for it. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Carson Bench is next to the plate. That's ripped to right, down the line. And that will drop foul. Fastballs, 1 down, bases empty. Was that pitch in low power mode or? Hit on the ground to second. Castro handles the chance. William Contreras at the dish with a runner on first. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Throw bounces in, and he's safe. Here comes the 1-0. In the air, out to right center. It gets down for a hit. Bench rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores easily. It's 3-2. And now they're up to 5 hits in the inning.
Number 84.
First pitch swinging, and this one has more than a chance. Hit hard, going, on its way and gone. Home run. Step to the box, ready to swing it, and guessed right with that pitch. Great execution. Terry Pendleton digs in at the plate after the 2-run homer. Lifted in the air to left. Brings it in, 2 away. Ozzie Albies digs in. Fouls it off. Here comes a pitch. Gets Wood on it. On the ground, and it squirts through the infield. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Corey Seager in the box with a runner on first. Starts the at-bat with a ball. Hit on the line. That's headed towards the corner. Round second on his way to third. Tatis fires it in from the outfield. Around third, he's coming home. The tag, and that's out number 3. Inning over. Back here in a one-run game, Nolan McLean takes the mound here in the 6th. And that one's foul. And the pitch. Doesn't connect with the fastball off the plate. Tried to check, but went around. Strike 3. Next to hit, Junior Caminero.
Designated hitter, Junior Caminero.
Pick that up out of the hand.
The ball.
Count runs to 1-1. And fights it off. Crushes one deep. And that's a foul ball. The 1-2. Squares one up. Caminero retired. Nolan Arenado in the box. No hits today, but now you're comfortable with the swing. This one smoked out to left. Makes the catch, inning over. So they go down in order, and it's still a tight one-run contest. Trevor Story ready to go.
The designated hitter, Trevor Story.
Gregory Soto, the new arm in this ranked season matchup. He'll do his best to keep this a one-run game. Story in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. 1-1 the count. Close game here in Diamond Dynasty. And down goes the leadoff man. Brandon Lau comes to the plate with a parallel 2 boost. Fouls it. The fastballs lead by a run late. That's a K. And a well-earned strikeout for you. Willie Castro ready to hit. Swung on and driven deep. There it goes. Gone. Home run. Not wasting any time settling into the at-bat. Instead, takes a healthy cut on the first pitch and sends it out. Benj at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. And the lefty kicks and delivers. Staying alive. Kicks and delivers. The count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fastball. Strike 3. Inning over. Back in a flat. Stay tuned for more DD. Kyle Schwarber leads things off and down by 2. And out in front. The 0-1. Now there's a bullet down the line. And it's foul. And the pitch. Basura pitch. And they start the frame with the strikeout.
Now batting for the alien. Catcher.
Will Smith in the box. In Eastern Louisville, born and raised. The fields of Kentucky are where he spent most of his days. Smith flies out. Pete Crow Armstrong deals himself into the box.
Center fielder. Pete Crow Armstrong.
Starts with a strike, continuing the trend. Ground ball up the middle, and it squirts through for a base hit. Francisco Lindor strolls to the plate. Hitless so far, but the law of averages says you're due for at least a loud foul ball this time around. Safe. He beat it. Crow Armstrong could go here. Not going.
No, that's down. Ball.
Scared
That's
of
a
you,
ball.
clearly. There goes the runner.
Yeah!
And he steals without a throw. The 3-2. This one smashed down the right field line. And it's a foul ball. Here's the pitch. Swing and a line drive into right field. And it's a base hit for the member of the live series. Crow Armstrong touches the plate. And it's a one-run game. Angel Serpa, the new arm out of the bullpen. The fastball. Make the decision after their grip on the lead loosened a bit. I would have swung at that pitch. I bet you think you're better than me, don't you? Changeup misses the zone. I'd like to order a strike, please. Now a rip into left center. Base hit. Lindor headed for third. Coming home. The relay. Not in time. He's safe at the plate. Fernando Tatis Jr. at the dish after the game-tying single. If the moment feels too big, remember what Jessica Mendoza says that Billie Jean King says. Pressure is a privilege. Tatis swings and gives it a ride. Gonna need a ladder. Out of here, and they take the lead. A crucial long ball that could swing the outcome of this game. Harper comes to the plate in a big spot after Fernando Tatis Jr. gave them the lead. It looks like trouble. Around first, digging for two. And that's a two-out double. Junior ready to swing it with a runner on second. Contreras moves under it, makes the grab, and that's the inning. So we head to the back here in Space City, Houston, Texas. William Contreras leads off the top of the eighth in a close one. Swings and makes good contact. It's a leadoff single, and they get a base runner here in the eighth. Clark will try. Keep the momentum going after the leadoff hit from William Contreras. Bunts it towards the mound. Throw to second. And now runners at first and second after the bunt. Terry Pendleton up now with 2 runners on base. And a base hit laced into right. And they throw on the brakes at third with no intention of testing the strong arm in right. Ozzie Albies ready to go with the tying run in scoring position. Fernando Cruz takes over on the hill. The bases are loaded, so no time to settle into this one. Albies in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. Popped up right center field. Tatis settles under it, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Now 1 away. Now we see Corey Seager. That's ripped to right, down the line. And that drops foul. Seager ready. 1-1 now. Misses for a ball. Goes with the sinker. 3rd time using it in this at bat. Strike 2 with the fastball. And don't be shocked to see that pitch one more time here. Keeps it going. On the ground to first. 1 at second. Back to first, double play. Nice job getting over, and they end the inning. More to come in the world of DD after this. Nolan Arenado gets us going this inning. Straight back, foul ball. Here's the 0-1. You shut that pitch down. One, 2 the count. Two-strike foul. The wind, the kick, the pitch. The leadoff hitter is retired with the strikeout.
Now batting for the Alien.
Kyle Schwarber now at the plate. First pitch of the ball.
That's inside.
Starts with consecutive cutters. In the air to center. Clark with an easy look. All day long, he bitty bombs. Will Smith comes up to bat in the 8th. It's the fastball for a strike. Fouled away. The pitch to Smitty. One more time. The wind, the kick, the pitch. That's a strikeout, and the inning's over. 3 up, 3 down. A thing of beauty. Last swings coming up. Here we go. It's the final stop. Isn't bad. Jorge Soler pinch hitting in this spot. We'll see if he can deliver for his team with this opportunity. Swing and a miss. He was late. Just destroys this pitch. A no-doubter off the bat, and it sounded like it. The only place for that ball to go was over the wall. Brandon Lowe comes to the plate after the leadoff homer. 0-1 to start. On the ground is second. Castro collects it, and that's the first out of the inning. Next to the plate here in the ninth, Willie Castro. Into center field. That falls for a hit. Carson Bench at the dish with a runner on first. A World Baseball Classic card. Takes the mound. Greg Weiser. Save opportunity for him right here. Luis Robert Jr. in the game now as a pinch runner. Runner on the go. Safe. What a time to steal. This certainly makes things a bit more interesting now, doesn't it? The 0-1 now. Just early. Once again, runner on the go. Down to the last out at Daikin Park. There goes the runner. Save. They steal a base in a huge spot. That is big. Here's the pitch. Count runs to 1-1. Oh, that one rides up and in. Evens the count. One pitch away from a ranked season win. Still work to do. In comes the run from third. And we're tied at 7 apiece.
Now batting, center fielder, number 84.
Fouls it straight back. 0-1 fires. Puts it on the ground to first. He takes care of it himself, and that does it for the inning. They strand the go-ahead run. Don't go away. Best is yet to come. You've earned your way to this moment. Now let's see you push across the finish line. In the air to left. Robert camps under it. Makes the catch. One down. Francisco Lindor comes to the plate here in the ninth. Out in front, and that's a foul ball. Fly ball to left. Robert gets there. He's under it. Hauls it in. 2 gone here. Willie Castro is now at the plate. He rockets one deep. Going back. But there's no catching this one. It's gone. He walks it off, and that's the game. The Aliens take this 9-inning matchup. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. That settles that and brings us to the end of our broadcast. Thanks for playing Diamond Dynasty. For our entire crew at MLB The Show, I'm Robert Flores. Chat soon.
in a time, baby, when we hold in hand. I don't wanna hide no more. We taking love for granted. I don't wanna hide no more. If this is your answer, but here we go again. Here we go again. No time to begin. Oh, we just better off as friends. I got questions, got no clue. What are we? And how are you? My time is up and I'm heading home. What is the reason that you're holding on? I don't wanna hide no more. We taking love for granted. I don't wanna hide no more. If this is your answer, but here we go again. Here we go again. No time to begin. Always just better off as friends. I wanna stay here and roam. The boy got me caught in a storm. I wanna stay here and roam. This summer has got me torn. I don't wanna hide no more. Taking love for granted. I don't wanna hide no more. If this is your answer, but here we go again. Here we go again. No time to begin. Oh, we're just better off as friends. I wanna stay here and roam. The boy got me caught in a storm. I wanna stay here and roam. This summer has got me torn.
Back now in Toronto and into the box for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. Foul ball there.
You know, these Orioles need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough on them.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And that's a foul ball. Swings through that.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
That one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. That's down and in. A slider missed. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. On the ground. And that one handled. Throws to first. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning.